Guys, it's the 30th of March. Look at this. This is what we've been waiting so long for. Full blue sky. It's an absolutely amazing day. It's gorgeous, it is. Anyway, I've been pretty busy. I'll show you what I've been doing, mostly in the greenhouse. I emptied my overwintering beetroot. They were in the greenhouse in shavings, so these, there's still a lot left, as you can see. And they're absolutely solid, they're really in good condition. So hopefully those will keep us going another month or so, whatever. Look at the spuds. I dug out the leeks yesterday, so I'm just trying to get the potato where I'm going to plant these. Just the soil's still really heavy and wet. I'm just waiting for it to dry out a bit, and then the Rocket and the Nicola will be going in. These can stand a bit longer yet. These are the Sarpos. Nigel aka Muddy Boots got me. So all the shavings from the beetroot I put in this bag, and then when I get some more grain, I can mix them up with the shavings like greens and browns in the compost bin there. So I did get the greenhouse power washed. Took me a while to get everything sorted out. I've realised now we've got an electrical problem. One of the outside socket isn't working. I don't know what's going on there. But anyway, I'm glad to have gotten it done. And you can see it's stuff on the lettuce leaves, but they'll just wash them. It'll be fine. And I brought this little sort of mini greenhouse thing, and I've just potted up my tomatoes. Everyone's come through. Still struggling with the bell peppers, but I think there is 6 there. In there, I don't know if you can see that. And yeah, I'll probably bring them in at night and just carry on putting them in here through the day, so just to maximise the light really. And these are the other stuff. Stirring onions. I've shown this chard. I think I'm going to re-sow the beets because they're just not looking good at all. You can see some Lola Rossa coming through, which is good. And they're the Bedford Champions in there. To move the leeks outside because it's actually getting pretty warm in the greenhouse now, but you can see they're looking absolutely fine. It's the asparagus bed, so you can see I've topped that up with multi-purpose compost. It took 2 bags actually. It's about maybe 1.5 inches because I actually noticed 1 or 2 spears was actually poking through. I wasn't anticipating them coming out so soon, but so yeah, I've topped that up there. And also I did mention the other day about topping up the blueberries. You can see I've topped it up with ericaceous compost. All 4 pots I've done. And then like I say, I've got some liquid ericaceous feed. I'll give them a feed a bit later on. I got round to doing the fig cuttings, so I've put them here because they're out of I don't want them in direct sun. I want them kind of quite shady and everything. So I've done the same. I did 7 last year, but only 2 made it. So we'll see what happens this year. I've done a 7 again. It's in that coca coir. So yeah, we'll see. I'll keep you posted. We'll see how we get on with those. Well guys, it's now Sunday the 31st of March and back on the micro orchard, and I've got all the leeks dug out now, and I've just I have fought this side over quite a bit. It's still very wet and heavy, but I've come down because I want to pull this polythene sheet and maybe turn that side over as well. There's a few jobs, but that's more what I want to do, try and prepare it for spuds, because pretty much in here this year anyway it's just going to be spuds. Got some more logs to saw up at some point, and I'll just show you, move around. That's the soft neck garlic, and then here's the shallots. Not looking too bad. I noticed actually there's asparagus just starting to poke through, which surprised me because it's not been that warm really. And I was actually going to try and get some compost. Anyway, I can still, if I can get hold of some, I'm going to put, you know, an inch and a half or something of compost sort of down the middle there where the asparagus crowns are. Just, I think you know, it likes to push through fresh stuff really. And then the elephant garlic here is looking well, so at some point I'll probably give that a supplemental feed, NPK, something of that. So just a little bit of weeding to do as well. Like this stuff, it's, if you don't get it out straight, you know, as soon as you can see it's setting seed there now. It's a bit of a pain really, but anyway, there's not that much weed in, so I'll just make sure that's clean, and then we'll see. I've got to come back down later. I've just got the battery powered, I've got a battery powered strimmer. I've got the battery on charge. It's just to go around the trees where I couldn't get close enough with a mower. You can see I've given it its first cut yesterday. I couldn't believe how much the grass had grown. I mean, it's incredible really. I've dumped quite a lot just on that bare ground there, just to stop weeds growing really. Alright guys, I've got the plastic sheet off, and interestingly you can see, because this bed here, this was all a sort of soft fruit bed really, and I've just decided, you know, over time just to change things, and you can see where there's obviously still roots of raspberries left in, so obviously I need to dig those out. A bit of a dandelion there. So yeah, there's bits of things I need to get out, but it's nice and clean. Apart from that, it looks good. I've got this blackcurrant to pot up. I just healed it in, you know. So yeah, I'll have to do that as well. Well, I've been through it with a fork, and there's a bucket full of roots there. A mixture predominantly raspberry. You can see the new growth coming up, and but there was quite a few dandelions. And look at this one here, that must be over 1 metre long. I think that might have been off one of the old blackberry stools. But anyway, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to have a brew first because I'm shot. I'm absolutely got a real stinker of cold. First one I've had for about 4 years, and it's knocked 10 bells out of me. Well, there you go guys, I've been right through that bed now with the fork. It's broken it all up, so hopefully in a week or two's time I can get some potatoes going in. I need to probably go through this again as well, loosen it up a bit more. I'm kind of thinking maybe I'll give this blackberry one more year, then I might take it out. I don't know, we'll see. But I'm definitely going to grow squash along this trellis as well, that's the plan. So I've got another bucket of roots. No problem, they'll go in the burn barrel over there. Now I think just before dinner I'm just going to pop this blackcurrant up. So I've had to cut a bit of the rooted stem, but it'll stand it. You can see it's got plenty of nice healthy roots coming out, but if I'd left that one it would have been too big for the pot, so that should be fine. It'll still be, you know, I can take it up to there, so it should cover the roots. There we go guys. There's some horse muck in the bottom of there, and I'll put some shredded newspaper round to lock the moisture in. So we're on April the 6th, we've just been down to our friend's house, and they were taking a shed apart, and I'll spin you around, I did get a bit of shiplap a while ago. It's not in the best condition as you can see, so this is shiplap and it's in much better condition. It looks like it's been the base or something, so that's brilliant because it means we need to repair a few little planks on our shed down the bottom there, so that's good. Now I've got some mushroom compost, first time I've ever bought any. I'll go and show you it now. So I've put some boards on just because we had some heavy rain, just trying to keep the worst of it off. Now, well, you can see that. It was 75 quid delivered. I think there's well, as you can see, it's a full dumpy bag, but it's about 600 weight or something. I'm not quite sure what the, but anyway, I'm going to use it on the beds, and I'm also going to put a load on the asparagus beds down in the orchard there. So I'm going to try and get a few trugs in now while it's still fine. Just took the covers off these two smaller beds. You wonder what the noise is. Pins out on his small holding, he's cutting the grass. I think it's one of those old Allen scythes, great tool. So I've brought some. I'm just going to see how many trugs it takes to. You can see the level's fallen again about a couple of inches. So we'll see how many trugs it takes, even if I can just get these two done for now. It's all go, I'll tell you. I don't know if I mentioned I've been waiting for a hernia operation. Excuse me, a GP referred me 7 months ago or more, and I had no idea when I was going to get called anyway. I got a phone call out of the blue yesterday. There'd been a cancellation, was I available to come in? Like, yeah, let's get it done, get on with it. So I'm going in next Thursday. So obviously I'm just I won't be able to do any heavy lifting for, I think it's 2 to 4 weeks post-operatively, so I need to try and at least get these earlies, first and second earlies in. I think the Sarpos will be alright because they're blight resistant, so even if we get into May I won't be over worried. So that is 4 of those trugs, like builder's buckets. I think that shouldn't be a million miles away. I'll get it raked out. I think that should do for 4 trugs for each of these beds. Well, I'm just happy to get those 2 done this afternoon, so like I say, I'll try and get those 2 done tomorrow. Right guys, it's the 7th of August. Stood in the doorway at the back of the house here, just out of the wind, because I think the wind noise will be too bad to film. But anyway, I'm hoping you can see I've got all the beds, well, apart from this where the chard and the onions are, that'll take about another trug. But I've got them all topped up now with this mushroom compost. So next thing I'm going to do is take about 4 or 5 trugs down to the micro orchard and put it on the asparagus beds down there. I'll take my seed potatoes down and hopefully I'll get those planted this afternoon. Sorry about the wind noise guys. Anyway, that's the first row in. That is variety Rocket, first early. I think it's about just one I made up with Nicola, just one short in the row. There's 13 seed potatoes in there, then Nicola's going in next. And then spin you around, I've got my mushroom compost on all the asparagus beds over there. So it's good going, I'm glad. Right, that's them in folks, first and second earlies. I've just got some till here, MPK. I'm just going to put some on the alliums over there, and probably some of the potted plants, and then that's me done. I think it's looking like it might rain. Oh well, I'm on my way home. I'm in the van now. I got rained off, but I'm happy. I've got my spuds in and I've got all the compost spread and everything. So I'll try and get this video uploaded before I go for my operation this coming Thursday. What is it? The 11th, I think it is. And see you soon.